Hello. So I've been pondering. First of all, hello, good morning. Um, I'm sick in bed. Okay. I also on my monthly visitor Aunt Flo, and she's here with a vengeance. Okay, with a vengeance. Let me fix this so you can see the whole thing. Okay, hold on. Okay. Alrighty. So here we go. Okay. just so you can see everything. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, Aunt Flo. I'm like, when does the period get easier? Is what I want to know. I know Yanni's like right now, but I just had a thought. So I'm sorry, but all right. So I had a thought. Okay, as we see here, the image. Okay, of them two. And the circumstances that they got married was because he was trying to do right by his kids, blah, 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 right? And maybe she gave him an ultimatum, maybe she didn't, I don't know. But he ended up doing it. Whatever the circumstances were, he went, and as the article reads, at the last minute, they decided just to go get married. Maybe they were having an argument. We've all been in relationships before, right? We've been juntadas before. We know como le va, right? We know, okay? Maybe they had a disagreement. They were back and forth, whatever. He was back and forth with Miss Antonisha, right? Okay, so and then they decide to get married. So they get married, right? And I realized the fact that he went back, double back, while he is in a happy relationship with Antonisha, and Antonisha, y'all can say what you want about Antonisha. I'm never gonna say anything bad about her. I have nothing but respect for her. And y'all can never make me think otherwise. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm never going to think the things that y'all think about her. Because she, in this whole situation, she's the only one that really, truly, legitimately cares about these children. Nobody else gives a shit about these children. Liv, for how long, did not even communicate with her children through the app or whatever, like the way she's supposed to. When he asked, "Do you want more time with the kids?" she said, "No, I want the chocolate banana," is what the fuck this bitch said, okay? And him, knowing damn fucking well he had Antonisha at home, wifed up, taking care of the kids, he didn't give a fuck about his kids because he was thinking about his own personal needs at the time. So neither one of these motherfuckers give a shit about the kids. And the only let's just call it what it is. The only reason he got full custody of his children is because of Antonisha, because you know he would not have been able to do it by his fucking self. You know he could not do it by himself. He would have been there back and forth with both of them, or not with Antonisha, because she would have gotten out of this whole conversation. Okay, she would have gone elsewhere. But she's the only one that truly. Hello, hello, Oliver. She is the only one. Antonisha is the only one that truly gives a shit about the kids. So even though she was humiliated by these two stupid ass motherfuckers, she still showed up for those kids, and she's still there till this day for these kids because she's the only one that gives a fuck about these kids, and they're not even biologically hers. Okay, they're not even biologically hers, but she gives a fuck about them. So I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Seeing these text messages, which could be fabricated because she is a fucking liar, but this one over here, if those messages are true, he he is a piece of shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He doesn't care about his children. He doesn't care about anything but himself, unless maybe, possibly, which is a deep. I should have stayed single. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. He is a piece of crap. He is a piece of crap. He does not care, and she does not care. The only one that really cares ever after. I don't give a fuck. Okay, but getting away from that, they've been in a long relationship. They're renting a home or buying a home, whatever. They're juntados, like they are together. There's a commitment between Gerard and Antonisha, which is a marital commitment. Okay, and the fact that he said, fuck this bitch, Nisha. Let me go over to this fucking loose ass hoe. Let me go over here and fuck around with her. And for what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he has issues. Maybe he's an addict. Maybe, you know, I work with a lot of men where I work at who are drivers. Okay, so I get what's going on here. He made money. He didn't have money before. He didn't have shit before. He didn't have a pot to piss in. Okay, he didn't have shit. But once they start making that first 1,000 a week, it's over with. It's over with. It's over with. And I can tell you, I can guarantee you that $180 that he paid this one for a piece of ass in the parking lot was nothing. Because I know everybody's probably wondering, and maybe Liv was probably wondering, how did Antonisha not notice $180 missing? $180 you can wipe your ass with if you're a driver. It's nothing. $180 ain't shit. That's like throwing like $40 to somebody. Like, like it's nothing. You don't see it because you're making so much money. Drivers make so much money being drivers. Okay, that's just how it is. Okay, um, some people never had money before, and when they get it, it's like it's oh my god. He thought he was a shit, and he thought this dumbass would keep her mouth shut, and she didn't. And he was probably looking for a piece of ass because Antonisha is running around with these babies. Okay, they're in athletics. They're here. They're there. They're everywhere. Everywhere they're at, she's at. And maybe he needed a little attention. Okay, where are you gonna go? If you want a piece of ass and some attention, where are you gonna go? You gonna go find some stranger off the street, or this fucking bitch that will put out for $180? The bitch right here. Like, why? Well, you don't even have to try. You don't have to get to know anybody. You don't have to, hi, what's your favorite color? Hi, no, you want some? Come get some. Like that's it. There's no second guessing it. She's gonna do it because she's a whore. That's why. That's why she's gonna do it. And I'm just stating facts here. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Any guy that's a whore, who are they gonna go back to? A whore. A whore. Now, what I think Antonisha's gonna do in the future, because clearly she's better than this man. Okay, he doesn't even deserve her. He does not deserve Antonisha. He was lucky the day she gave him another chance. She could have just went another way, stayed with her other situation. She could have, she didn't have to fucking stay with him. She didn't have to get back with him. She didn't have to give him a chance. But, maybe he had the potential. Sometimes you find a stray over there, doesn't have nothing, a pot to piss in, or not which way to go, not know how to, any direction in life. And, you decide to help him out, right? You decide to throw him a bone. You decide to be like, hey, all right, you know what? Looks like a little puppy. Let me go ahead and lead the way. Okay, I will show you. I will help you, and we can build this life together. So what does he do? He gets his children, gets himself situated, has the upper hand with the custody of his children, and then he goes and he fucks it all up. I was surprised because I was one of those people who I still don't believe they fucked around. I still because who would be that fucking stupid? Who would be that stupid? Who would fuck up something good that you have at home? Gentlemen, any gentlemen here? I know I have a majority. Actually, on this page, I have the majority of gentlemen following me. So, gentlemen, if you are listening to me, if you can hear my voice, let's talk here, okay? If you have a woman at home, whether you're married really or if you're just a live-in or whatever, but if you have shit going on at home and you've got your kids and you have everything that you need, don't don't fuck around. Like stay with her. Why are you gonna be looking around and going hustling backwards? Like he is lucky she didn't just up and leave. But I bet the reason Antonisha didn't up and leave is because of the children. She thought about the children. She still showed up to the graduations. She's still there. Still woke up with them the next day. Hopefully she not, got no. Okay, let me not say anything violent. Okay. Hopefully he ran into her fist at least one time by accident. Hopefully, hopefully, by mistake, or in the middle of the night, right into her elbow, whatever. And she still woke up with them the following day. Not like the birth mother who didn't even, she fucking skipped town that week because she was so humiliated. Remember, she told us, don't be surprised when he's right here on live with me massaging my feet. Psych. Anyways, so back to my whole point. Okay, so this guy right here, he fucked up. Whether he's, you know, whether he regrets it, I don't know. I think he's regretful that he got caught, and that's probably the extent of it. He probably wished he went and called a prostitute like he did the last time. Probably. Or maybe he was. That's not the only person he's sleeping with. Maybe he's sleeping with other people. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen people who are married, and hopefully nobody I work with is gonna watch this back because I know some people who are in committed relationships who little girlies be, stopping by, dropping off lunch and shit. But I mean, but what do I know, Like, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna fuck it up and you're gonna be regretful when you get busted. Hopefully, maybe some extensive counseling on his end. He goes to counseling, figures out what his issue is. Why does he have to go back to the horrors? Hopefully, he figures that out and thinks about his children first for a change. Anyways, okay, I need to go have coffee. Okay, bye.